Welcome to the Tandem Industry Academia Postdoc 2025 funding call information session. My name is Outi Vanharanta and I act as the Research Impact Officer at the Finnish Research Impact Foundation. Now I will give an overview of the Tandem Industry Academia Postdoc funding, including the basic idea of the funding, eligibility criteria, the application process, and important deadlines. First, a few words about the objective of the funding. So the purpose of the TIA funding model is to strengthen collaboration between academia and industry and thereby further impactful research. In order to do this, the TIA postdoc model funds projects that further the aims of academic research, but are also relevant from the perspective of companies and the industry more broadly. So the project should have a scientific relevance, but also be useful for the company partner and also in the broader industry. The funded projects are 2-year research projects carried out by a postdoc working at a Finnish university or research institution in collaboration with an industrial partner. And during the 2-year project, the postdoc works 12 months at the research organization and spends 12 months at the company site. The months worked at the company can be flexibly allocated throughout the 2-year project, depending on the project needs. For example, during year 1, the postdoc can spend 4 months at the company site, and in year 2, 8 months at the company, whatever is most meaningful from the perspective of the project. And like any funding, the Tandem Industry Academia postdoc funding is also subject to certain conditions and requirements that are outlined here. First of all, the project needs to be a so-called pre-competitive project, which means that it's early stage, usually high-risk explorative research, and the results must be public and useful for the industry. And the project should be based on mutual interest and genuine collaboration that benefits both parties. And it's important that it has the potential for both academic and industry impact. The funding is granted to a Finnish university or research institution for the purpose of hiring a postdoc researcher for 2 years. And what is required already at the application stage is a committed industry partner, and therefore it's advisable to start negotiating with a potential partner well in advance before the application deadline. And the applications will be assessed by 2 independent external reviewers, and in the evaluation, equal weight is given to the academic quality of the research proposal and the potential impact of the project on business and industry. A few words about eligibility and roles. The application is completed and submitted by the project's principal investigator, the PI, or by a delegate authorized by the PI. And the PI is usually a senior level researcher, such as a professor or team leader who is in charge of supervising the funded postdoc at the academic host organization throughout the project. And the postdoc hired to the project should hold a doctorate degree with less than 10 years from obtaining the degree. And the postdoc does not have to be appointed at the application stage. He or she can be appointed also after the funding decision. But important is that the postdoc is appointed by the start date of the project, and by then she or he has to have obtained the doctoral degree. And the industry partner should be a business organization operating in Finland and whose operations are relevant for the joint research project and have relevant resources, processes, and expertise to provide for the project. And from the industry side, an industrial supervisor is required who is responsible then for the implementation of the project at the company site. A few words about the process of involving the postdoctoral researcher and the timing of the project. And here we have made some clarifications to our previous guidelines. So if you have applied funding from us before, pay extra attention here. Namely, the project must be initiated and the postdoctoral researcher must be appointed within 6 months of the funding being granted. The projects should start between October 1st, 2025 and April 1st, 2026. And as a new condition concerning the postdoc's relationship to the company is that the researcher should not have current or previous employment relationship to the partner company and should not hold significant ownership of the company or board membership. An extension to the schedule can be applied for if a suitable postdoc has not been found by the planned start of the project. But then the foundation reserves the right to withdraw the funding if a postdoc has not been appointed within 12 months of the grant date. But we do expect that the majority of projects would start at latest on April 1st, 2026. To the application process itself, the first stage consists of the written application, which is submitted via the application system. The application form has been opened today, 3rd of March, 2025, and it's open until 13th of April. And during the application period, we provide also one-to-one coaching sessions for applicants. Now there is a link for booking a coaching session on our website. And there is a limited number of time slots available, but if you cannot find a suitable time, please contact us and we can arrange additional sessions. When the application has been submitted, the system will send an invitation for the industry partner to fill their part of the application. So when you fill in your application, at the same time, you will provide basic information of the company and the email address of the company contact person to whom then the company form will be sent once you have sent your application. And please check from your industry partner that they have received the invitation to fill in the form, because sometimes it may end up in a spam folder. And also it's your responsibility to ensure that your industry partner fills the form in time. So they will have 7 days to fill in the form once you have submitted your application. And one more detail about the submission of your application is that once you have submitted it, you still have 24 hours to make possible amendments to it if necessary. Anyway, we do recommend that you submit your application in good time and ensure that you have all the necessary documents, such as the commitment letter from your institution, in place well before the deadline, which is Sunday. After the call closes, the applications will be sent for review to outside reviewers. And as I already said, each application will be reviewed by 2 reviewers representing academic research and the industry, after which the board of the foundation makes the final decisions based on the reviews. And these decisions will be announced early fall 2025. Now, let's take a look at the materials available on our website and the application process. When you visit our website, you will notice a link to the call on the home page. Simply click on it to access further details, and from the call, you can actually access the whole set of application guidelines as well. And through the same menu, you can access the grant application system itself. And on the funding call page, as I said, you will find a link to the complete guidelines of the funding. It's quite a long list of guidelines, but it's essential to carefully review these instructions to ensure that you understand and meet all the requirements in your application. And at the end of the guidelines, you'll find a link to our online application system. Additionally, you can find this link in the website's navigation menu, as I just showed you. And through that, you will find the application form itself. And this is how the landing page of the application system looks like, or the link to the application. And when you come to the application system, the first step is to create an account in the online system, once you have your account set up, you can proceed to submitting your application. And two more things about this page. There is a link which allows you to fill in the so-called pre-application questionnaire and test your eligibility. So this step is crucial to ensure that your project aligns with the funding criteria. And the second link enables you to download the full application form in PDF format. This document contains all the necessary sections and fields for completing your application. So if you want to take a look at the application form before entering the system or starting to fill in the application form, you can check the entire content of the form from this PDF. And I would also like to point out that while the industrial partner form cannot be downloaded directly from this system, you can find all the questions included in the form and information on the required attachments in the application guidelines. And then a few testimonials from projects that we have funded over the years, just to give you a view of what kinds of projects we have funded. One example is a project that focused on advancing computational methods for automatic language identification. In this project, our industrial partner was a Helsinki-based company called Linksoft, which specializes in developing speech recognition solutions. And the collaboration between the research team and Linksoft provided access to company resources for the researchers, which enabled then cutting-edge research and also career opportunities for the researchers involved. And additionally, being an integral part of the work at the industrial side, the postdoc was also provided with valuable insights into the corporate side of the industry. Another interesting project worth highlighting is the collaboration between University of Helsinki and Valio, which focused on measuring nitrous oxide emissions from Valio's grasslands. And this partnership provided also invaluable access to company challenges and resources, including knowledge, data, materials, and production processes. And through leveraging these resources, the research team was able to make significant strides in understanding and mitigating grassland emissions. And the inputs generated from this collaboration or outputs not only benefit the industry, but also contribute to the overall well-being of society by addressing environmental concerns and promoting sustainable practices. So it's also an interesting example from that perspective. And finally, a third example, which was a pioneering project that aimed to revolutionize the pharmaceutical industry. And this project harnessed the power of machine learning and the latest advances in chemistry to optimize the process of pharmaceutical synthesis and identify improved synthetic routes to drugs. And by connecting with top research teams and leveraging their expertise, the company got a unique opportunity to develop also their own skills while contributing to groundbreaking research in the field. And additionally, for postdoctoral researchers involved in this project, there's the added benefit of being able to evaluate one's own experience and expertise as an employee. So you can gain valuable insights into potential career paths within the industry through these types of collaborations. For more descriptions of funded projects, please visit our website. We have all our funded projects available there, so you can check out what kinds of collaborations have been funded and also learn from those. But I would like to end this presentation here. Thank you for your attention, and I would once more like to remind you that you can, if you have any questions, please contact us through email. You can also call us. You can find our phone numbers on our website. And I would still like to point out that we have these 30-minute coaching sessions available for booking now. So if you want to discuss your project idea and and check whether it's a good match with this funding. So please book your session and then we can discuss in more detail. Anyway, thank you very much.